Starting your business in a different city when you're a beginner is probably the biggest mistake that you can make. And whoever told you that probably wants to see you fail. So let me explain. Hi, so my name is George. I'm a 7-figure Airbnb host, and I've been running my business for about 3.5 years now, and I specialize in 6-figure properties. So most of my properties will make me over $100,000 a year in revenue. And I also have properties in 2 different countries. I have properties in Canada and I have properties in the States, predominantly New York and in the Florida area. So when I'm telling you that it's not a very good idea to start your business in a different city, I'm telling you that from experience because the amount of logistical nightmares that it takes. And also my first property was actually in a different city. So it's coming from experience when I tell you that starting your Airbnb business in a different city is not the smartest idea. And let me explain why. First and foremost, the amount of logistics it takes to set up a new listing when you're brand new, it's already going to be overwhelming. You're already going to be stressed. You're already going to be second guessing every move that you make. So what that's going to do is it's going to trickle into the level of confidence that you have. If you're looking to be extremely successful and come into any market and truly dominate and outperform your competitor, you want to truly understand what is going on in that market. You want to truly have an understanding of the market as if you were living in it, because that's where you know where all the hotspots are. That's where you know where that's how you know where all the tourist attractions are. That's how you know where all the good and bad neighborhoods are. Running your first listing from your city will be significantly easier because you already have an understanding of the layout. You already have an understanding of the city. You can drive 5 or 10 minutes in case of anything that happens, because when you are new to the business, there is going to be a lot more hands-on. There is going to be a lot more demand from you because you simply just haven't built the infrastructure yet. It hasn't been long enough for you to be able to automate everything. So you are going to be very, very hands-on. And would you rather be hands-on at a listing that's 5 minutes away or hands-on at a listing that you have to fly to twice a week or 3 times a week? Especially if you have a 9 to 5 or you have other commitments, it's gonna be more trouble than it is going to be benefit, especially when you're starting out. So it's not the best idea. You might have some people say that you could start from anywhere in the world, and that is true, you can. But if you're starting, the easiest and most surefire way to profit and build a long-term business for yourself is to start in your own backyard, because what that will do, it will teach you everything that you need to know, and you can make all the mistakes quickly, get them out of the way, create that infrastructure, and then scale. Once you have your first, second, maybe even third property, now you have the fundamental understanding of how the business works. You ran it for a while. You know what you should do and what you shouldn't do. You have the systems. Now you can go anywhere. You can go to a different city. You can go to a different country. You can do whatever you want. But you want to do that with confidence. You want to do that with a little bit of experience, because what that's going to do is allow you to, when you start scaling, you know what to look for, you know what to avoid, you know how to find profitable neighborhoods, you know how to avoid unprofitable neighborhoods, you know what to look for in terms of what amenities or what tourist attractions are in a specific area. All of these things that you pick up from setting up your first property in your backyard will be what you're equipped with to help you set up more listings further down the road in different cities. So I'm saying all that to say it's not impossible to set up your listing in a different city or in a different country. It's not impossible, but it's just more difficult. It's simply going to be more difficult. If you're crazy like I was and you want to set up in a different city and you want to go all in, then that's fine, but you need to understand the risks that are going to be associated with that move. If you're a little bit more risk averse and you want to scale over a longer period of time and have a little bit more discernment, if you will, in your process, then the advisable start would be to start in your city. And then as you scale, as you progress, as you gain more experience, as you gain more confidence, as you start understanding the operations, as you build the infrastructure, then you can start expanding. So if you're somebody who's kind of on the fence on where you should start, especially if you're starting out, I hope this gives you a little bit of insight and gives you a little bit of value. If you want to learn how to build your own Airbnb business, I've actually created a 4-hour masterclass absolutely for free in 2025 that will show you everything that you need to know and put you 90% ahead of most other people who are starting out on building an Airbnb business. It's completely free. Just click the link below to get access to it. Okay, I'll see you there.